What is going on, guys? Wiser here, bringing you the recap for the last war in Invicta. I was against this Peruvian clan. Nothing too special coming from their side. They had a couple decent attacks. They gave it their best, so it's all you can really ask for in one of these random farming wars. We did not have our best war either. I know DWS is our war general, and he is really focusing on our cleanup methods, and we're addressing that, and hopefully that'll be fixed, especially considering we randomly matched up against GS96 last night. So for any of you guys that watch Gotti and his YouTube channel, and those are his boys, and yeah, this should be a good one. So we're prepping and doing our best to get ready for that, because that's going to be a big one. So I'm just going to keep this short. So I'm going to flip over to the war screen here, show you what happened. Victory for Invicta. We won by 7 stars, so it wasn't even close, but we'll they used 47 to 50. I'll show you what they did. They got our bottom 5, missed quite a few of the 9s, got a couple of our top 9s, and then missed Mara altogether. So they gave it their best, so good for them. Nice try. We missed one of their 10s. Marca had a 65% 1-star. I'm sure he was not happy about that. And as you can see, we missed way more 9s than we ever want to. So like I said, we've addressed it, and we're working on it, and that should be fixed immediately. And one bonus, we did get a 3-star on, you can't even call it a 10, it was a 9.5, it's pure 9.5. So in efforts to keep this video kind of short, because I'm a little short on time and we have a lot of planning to do for this GS96 war tonight, I'm just going to jump right in here and show you how Tate rocked this. Tate has no king as well. Keep in mind, he brings a level 4 P.E.K.K.A, not even a max P.E.K.K.A, to act as his king. The old P.E.K.K.A king, we like to call it. So he comes in with a Shattered Lalo here. 2 golems in between this 8 o'clock and 6 o'clock position. 3 wizards on each side creating his funnel. Queen goes down to help with some of these trash buildings. He drops an early jump over this core. Just wants perfect placement on that jump. Has to open all that up for everything. Really wants to make sure that he has access to everything. Drops a second jump. Just going to get those golems working in there. P.E.K.K.A is in behind them. The Tesla is focused on the golem, which is perfect. P.E.K.K.A takes no damage. Takes 1 swing at this defensive queen. She is dead. Tater's Archer Queen's in there under the rage doing serious work. Unfortunately, she locked onto that Lava Hound, but it's going to go down any second. She's going to start cleaning up those pups. The rest of the CC troops are dead. This P.E.K.K.A gets held up on some skeletons, which again is always the problem of bringing P.E.K.K.As in your wars. But once the skeletons go down, the P.E.K.K.A resumes, jumps on the Barb King, takes it down. He jumps on that crossbow. He's going to take it down in a moment. So really, the kill squad job is done. As you can see, he's already sent in 2 Lava Hounds on this 1 air defense. He's sprinkling loons in all around. He's got a haste, moving everything into the core. He does have 1 more haste. He's about to drop down to push everything to this last remaining air defense. Sweeper goes down, was giving his balloon serious problems there. Oh, sorry, Sweeper is not down. It's about to go down, though. There goes the haste, kind of push everything on top of it. Boom, Sweeper goes down. All these loons are going to start working their way in this counterclockwise motion and take out most of this. They actually don't make it all the way because of this remaining air defense. I think he wanted his queen to step up and get that earlier. She doesn't. She got stuck on that Lava Hound. She's now working on a wall. So she stands here for a while, and these balloons actually fizzle out. By the time they get back to this Tesla, he even has a couple back end, but this air defense is just too much for them. So what ends up happening here, he kind of gets really, I don't want to call it lucky, but his queen just beats on this wall. She was beating on a different wall at first, so that's why she's been standing here for so long. But at the exact perfect time, because he's got all these pups kind of doing cleanup and going to start wrapping around. Before these pups get into range, boom, she locks onto that air D. The air D is down. Well, now he has enough pups and this wizard kind of doing cleanup around this edge that even if his queen went down at some point to this Tesla, think he'd be okay. So he does use the ability, breaks to that wall as soon as possible. Unfortunately, hits the bombs. All his archers get taken out. So the Tesla locks back onto the queen right away. But as soon as this gold storage goes down, she's going to lock onto that Tesla, and it is GG. Nice job, Tate. You always seem to do better without your king. 3 stars. All right, moving down. Number 6, Greg. Newer addition from Swarm. Coming in, showing this guy that this is a very poor base design. I don't know what's with his storages on the outside. He's even got his dark elixir storage down there. Really, guys, when you're designing bases, I know our guys know this, but these storages need to be used as shields for either defenses or your heroes. So you really want to have them in strategic locations. And Otherwise, you can do what Greg does here and just drop a goblin on each one. And by the time the raid's over, they're all taken out. So they're just useless buildings. So he spends 4 troop space for those 4 super high hit point buildings. That's great trade there. So he's going to go in with the shattered entry down here about the 4 or 5 o'clock position. Queen goes down. He's going to send in a wall breaker here in a moment. Just really wants to create that huge funnel for everything. Wall breakers are good. He gets a bit of a split. It almost screws him up, but it doesn't. All three of them get in there and get shots off. So that's good. Golems go in. King goes in behind. Everything's looking pretty good. He does have 8 Valks he's about to send in. Boom. CC troops lock on and the Queen's locked on. So he sends in the Valks with this gold storage as his breadcrumb. I think that was great. Jump goes down. It's just going to let all the Valks in here. So he's bringing really a go Valo, but he's actually bringing a go a go Valalo. Because he brings this 1 max Lava Hound for this 1 remaining air defense. He recognizes they're not going to get to that last air defense in time, so he sends in that Lava Hound, which is perfect. It draws 2 air mines, which is absolutely perfect because it busts at the exact moment that he needs it to. The King and Valks kind of all get in here, and right as they do, the Hound bursts, and he gets all these pups added on for cleanup. So really, there's only this top section of defenses left. It's got an Archer Tower, Wizard Tower, 2 Sweepers, and a Cannon. I know. So once he takes all that out, it's cleanup, and it's looking good. He even has a few more back-end balloons, which I loved here. He saves 2 balloons just to kind of drop on these 2 defenses in case the Wizard Tower does damage to that group. But that Golem's in there doing tanking as well, so really doesn't matter at this point. It is cleanup. Nice job, Greg. Beautiful 3-star. Show that guy why you don't put elixir storages in the corners. Okay, moving down. Another one here for you. Alpha. Coming in and bringing the heat on this one. Alpha brings a nice queen walk here. This queen literally walks basically from 9 o'clock all the way over to 3 o'clock and takes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically 6 compartments. Basically 6 compartments and all this trash. I know, honey. Sorry, I got a dual commentator here showing me that the cat is on my desk. Sorry about that. Anyhow, you'll see this queen walk. It's just going beautifully. He's going to take out these 2 wizard towers and then push everything up. So he's about to send in a jump spell and his king and a golem. He's got this 1 golem in the CC here that's going to just buy him enough time to oh, and the 2 loons too that I really liked here. He does a 2-for-1 trade on this cannon, which is really nice. Oh, sorry. Again, sorry about that. Anyhow, as you can see, it's like I said, jump spell goes down. Looking good at this point. So King's going to go down. He's got a nice little funnel created by those handful of wizards. Once this gold storage goes down, the Queen's going to take the King is going to take a hop over that wall and lock right onto that Archer Queen. As you can see, the Queen walk is still going beautifully at the top. She's really just going to take out this whole section. Defensive Queen is now toast. So that Lava Hound is going to stick around just enough time. Really all that's left to tank in there is his King. So as soon as the King goes down, these wizards go down, and then the Lava Hound does not burst. And that is so clutch to this raid because I know whenever I seem to try and do this, my wizards will stand and never get hit and then burst the Lava Hound, and then all the pups go on your hogs, which is obviously what you do not want. So as you can see, these hoggies are moving in. Everything's looking pretty good at this point. He's got heal going down over the core because he's got all those skeletons and the Teslas and the crossbow now to worry about, and then kind of pincers in from this 7 o'clock position here, sends in a few hogs on the point defenses. Just going to take out these last few defenses. He's got 1 more heal. There goes. Tesla's about to go down. Cannon's about to go down. Arch Tower's about to go down, and it is cleanup time. Alpha just killed this base, man. Nice job. Notice that Hound still working on that golem. Completely useless this whole raid. So fantastic job. He did have that. He did have that swag poison. I was going to mention earlier he should have used it on the skellies somewhere around here in the core, but we all forget to use our poison. I know I do all the time. All right, so moving down, check out number 10. It is Dota, bringing me more of his beautiful attacks to show. He brings like a max attack with hogs, which is great. What ends up happening here is he's going to send in a shatter. He brings in 1 golem on each side of that cannon so he can create a funnel. Buildings go down to create the funnel. Sends in that test wall breaker, kind of timing it against that mortar. Perfect. He looks good. So boom, he's going to send in 3 more and open up that wall. Here come the wall breakers. just out of range of that mortar. That was a scary sack. So what I really liked about this was the rage placement. Guys, when you rage your kill squad, your queen absolutely has to be standing in it. Because if she's not standing in the rage, you are losing huge DPS. So make sure the rage is on your queen. Because she's just ripping everything up now standing under that rage. So defensive king goes down. Hoggies are all coming in from all different directions. Basically 2 or 3 per defense. So everything's looking pretty sweet at this point. He does have one more heal for the hogs. He's going to drop it over top of that Tesla. There is a bomb there. Now he drops it a little bit too early because, as you'll see in a moment, he doesn't take down the cannon fast enough. Sets off the bomb and the heal just wears off just a second too early. On top of it, that hound burst kind of at the worst time because those hogs have no health. So the pups are just going to stand there and take them out one by one. They actually end up manage to get down to this dark elixir stores, but they fizzle out here. But the nice part is his heroes are at full health. So the last couple pups, once they finish off those hogs, are going to walk over to that queen and be instantly dead. He does have one hog that manages to get away from the pups, and it's doing cleanup. He even has a giant doing cleanup. Wizard's down there taking out that high hit point storage. And yeah, it's cleanup. So nice job, Dota. Love showing your attacks, man. You're just a beast. Keep it up, dude. 3 stars. All right, I got one more. I'm going to flip down here. This gentleman, Chief Lalo. I know, honey. Chief Lalo is a new addition to our Invicta team from Swarm. Again, like I've been mentioning in my last few videos, these guys from Swarm are stepping up and kill a Chief. Had a 6-star war, so I'm going to show one of his here. Chief Lalo brings, guess what? A Lalo. Are you surprised? But what I like about him is he's still only 1 golem. Just going to zoom in there for a moment because he only brings 1 golem. 1 golem, 1 jump. Golem's going to jump in on this cannon, drops his king in right behind, keeps everything nice and tight, isn't the biggest funnel. And basically they do their job because the poison goes down for the CC troops, going to take care of the balloons. The queen is about to step up and start locking onto that dragon. Yeah, there she goes. And all that under poison is looking good. So, you know, he really just wants to get one of these air defense. It would be nice if he could get both, but he doesn't end up getting both, and it doesn't really matter. He does bring 4 lava hounds here. So he did plan for having 3 air defense remaining, which is great planning on his part. Clearly Chief Lalo holds well to his name because he knows what he's doing with these Lalos. Rages go down, it's going to push everything over on top of the sweeper and the crossbow, which is perfect. Sends in another lava hound on this air defense over here. He's got 3 hounds on this one air defense, tanking so much. These air defense overlap. So they are taking out pups at the moment, which isn't good, but they lock on to these last 2 hounds. He's lucky he gets a couple bombs here, and I believe he gets 1 or more of these hounds to burst, but one of them survives the whole raid as well, I think. Was a very scary moment here indeed, because look at all his balloons. They're in one giant clump now by the time they've worked all the way around this base, and look what's remaining. Whenever you have a wizard tower on the back end and you're Laloing and your loons are all bunched like this, you're like, uh-oh. Look how low these loons get. Look how much health they have left before they take this down. Wow, just in time. Look at the health on those loons. So, it's clean up. Chief, great job, buddy. Really showed us, you know, what you're doing with those Lalos, so we'll just have to get you on the hog train now and brush up your diversity of your skills, we'll just say, even though I do agree with you. I think Lalo is a very safe attack. I know a lot of the 2.0 guys would agree with you on that. So, anyhow, time to go ready for this GS96 war. Again, like I mentioned before in videos, even though it's not the matchup we would have chose if we were going to match up against someone, it's still better than getting a random farming war. So, sorry, my kid's going crazy in the background right now. So, I better wrap this up. But that about does it, guys, for your wisdom from Wiser. Just trying to help you guys bag that next 3-star. And until then, I'm out.